What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me. It is indeed the ACE. It's still Ken Masters. I am still the Ace of Spades, and I am your 1245 music representative. And I am here with the goddess of cuteness.
Oh, Rayla Divine.
I wasn't ready for that, were you?
No.
I'm on my shit.
Wow.
Expect the unexpected. We are the unconventional couple, and we literally have nothing. We got nothing. So, we're just gonna go off the top on some, whatever comes to mind type thing. And something just came to mind, because I hate people a lot. A lot of people are terrible people. And you probably know some terrible people, and they're probably your friends, and that's probably a big problem in your life. And you should solve it ASAP. Especially if you're like our age, like you're 30 and up. Yeah. You probably have a lot of venomous, poisonous, life-sucking, stealing leeches in your life. And you should get rid of them. Now. Right now. We don't have time for that stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it was cool when we were younger and, you had that friend that was a perpetual fuck up. And it was funny. You know what I'm saying? He's a terrible person. She's a terrible person. They're always making bad decisions, always doing stupid things. Common sense things that you shouldn't do, like stealing or hopping a Chinese food, man. Just throwing examples out there. But it's not funny anymore. It's not funny. It's not cute. It's not. You're not real. You're a fuck up. And if you're a responsible individual and you have someone like that in your life, you have to get rid of them. It's killing you slowly. You might not realize it, but it is. And the effort and energy and thought that you waste on this person trying to help them get their lives together is time and energy that you can be putting into yourself, which is probably where it should go. And to your kids, because, a lot of us got kids. We don't, but a lot of you do. And do you really want to deal with someone who clearly has no intentions of improving or bettering themselves, get angry with them, and then bring that negativity home to your kids? Like, do they deserve that? Because I don't think they do. So, we're not talking about somebody you work with, somebody you have to see. Like, we're talking about someone that you can cut out of your life and get rid of for your benefit. Because you're not doing anything for you here, And another thing, too, is we got to understand what the difference is in people. You know what I'm saying? Everyone you drink with is not your friend. Sometimes it's just your drinking buddy. And guess what? If you don't have money to go drink, they're not your buddy anymore. They're not going to, grab a bottle and come by your house and hang out with... No. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about your problems. They don't care why you don't have money or times are getting hard or someone's in the hospital. All they want you for is to drink.
Even if it's something as small as going to the movies.
I ain't got it.
Said, I don't have the money, or it's just not a good time for me. And if they can't understand why you can't put in $20 to see a movie, then they're really not your friend. Like, just explain the situation. And if they still don't get it, they're not your friend.
Honestly speaking, like,
Sorry.
I don't know. I might be a little hard-headed. I might be a little stubborn. I feel like explanations at this point, like if you're a grown-ass man or woman and you don't understand why someone might not have money, you know what I mean? Especially if they're trying to be an entrepreneur, if they're trying to do something independently and they might not have a traditional 9-to-5. They might be a freelancer or what have you. If you don't get it, if I have to explain it to you like you're a child, you might be the problem. You know what I mean?
So it could just be little things that you may not realize until later, and you think back, this is a poisonous person in my life. And no, they're not doing dumb stuff or randomly getting arrested or whatever. It could just be as little as not being there for you.
Exactly.
Or understanding your situation.
Exactly. And
especially when you've been there for that person.
Yes. Like, reciprocation is huge in any relationship. You know what I'm saying? Friends, family, significant other. What you put in should be what you get out. You know what I mean? It's only fair.
And, you know, a lot of people say, you know, it's not about what you get, or, you know, you're not supposed to think about, oh, I'm going to do this to get something out of it. It's not even about that.
And it's, you know, like she said, a lot of people will try to kind of like guilt you and be like, well, you know, it shouldn't be about what they can do for you. And it's not about a material thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, well, I bought the last 3 bottles. I'm saying you can't buy nothing, or, you know, oh, I always got the new games and you don't got nothing. Like, it's not about that. But it's like, when you're in a situation where shit gets real, shit gets heavy for you, and you look at your phone and you need somebody to call, you shouldn't have to second guess calling that person. And if you second guess calling that person, that's when the reciprocation isn't equal. You know what I mean? That's when it counts. So when you're going through some shit, if you need somebody to talk to, if it's something real that you're trying to do and this person shows no interest, they have they're not trying to show any type of personal investment in what you're doing. And like I said, it's not always about the money. You know what I mean? There's a lot of ways to be there for a person.
Sometimes people just don't realize what they're doing, or they don't understand, and you may have to bring it up to them and explain to them, like, this is what you've been doing, and I've been there for you, but you haven't been there for me. And a lot of the times they'll be like, oh, wow, I'm sorry, and it will fix it.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you gotta watch, because they'll say they get it.
Yeah.
And then revert right back to the same behavior that put you in the situation that you were in from start.
If you have to keep repeating yourself, then
forget it. Also, the other thing too is, you know, I've been talking a lot of outward stuff, but for you as an individual, one of the biggest problems that I've seen in a lot of my friends, and I mean just people in general, stop asking more of people than they've shown they're gonna give you. You know what I mean? I always explain it like this. If you're in the sports or whatever, if it comes down to the wire, who you gonna have throw that touchdown pass for you? You know what I'm saying? Would you have like a Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, or you know what I'm saying, somebody like that, or you gonna call Tim Tebow? You calling RG3 to win that game for you? No. You know what I'm saying? That's not what he does. You know what I mean? It's not what he does. That's
what he's supposed to do.
I know, that's exactly. That's what he's supposed to do. As your friend, someone's supposed to be there for you. Yeah. But if they've shown their track record that they're not gonna do it, would you expect it of? But does it not work though? Does it not work? You know what I mean? If it's a dunk contest, who you gonna holla at? Muggsy Bogues or Michael Jordan? It's not Muggsy's fault that he's, you know what I'm saying, not a dunker. It's not his fault. That's not who he is. That's not on his resume.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna expect that of him. You know what I mean? And that's up to you as an individual. What do you need in a friend? What do you want in the people around you? Personally, I like people who inspire me. I like people who, you know, when I go on Facebook or I go on Twitter, they're talking about something that's inspirational, something that's funny but clever funny, something, you know, just I like depth to the people around me. You know what I'm saying? Some people just like club folks. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody I can go out with and party with, you know, somebody who's throwing money in the air and all that. If that's you, if those are the type of people that you want around you, cool.
But don't expect anything else from them.
Exactly. People are going to be who they're going to be. People can change, yes. But you have to identify who they are in relation to you and act accordingly. And after a certain point, you can't be mad at them for fucking up anymore. Mm-hmm. Because if you keep expecting something of them that they've shown they can't provide, now it's your fault. You know what I mean? So just as easily as there are poison people out there, there's people who drink poison and love that shit. Stop. Like, it can be just as much your fault for allowing them to do it as it is their fault for doing it to begin with. You know what I mean? So just all around, keep your eyes and ears open for the people that you're around. Pay attention to the people you keep around you. And realize that
you're too old for that.
Yo, you're too fucking old for this, man. Stop.
And it gets real old real fast, especially when you realize it and you are more mature than you were before. And then you look around and not everyone is growing up like you are.
Exactly.
And if you're a poisonous person, get your life together.
Yeah, cut the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, yo, we got kids.
You need to self-evaluate. Everyone. That is such a great thing for everyone to do, is to just look at yourself and evaluate your actions, evaluate just everything about what you're doing.
Yeah. And realize where you are, where you want to be, and how much of you is keeping you from getting there.
Exactly.
Like, it's completely necessary. And again, for my people out there that have kids, you have to realize if you out in the streets and you're a shitty friend, that
usually means you're just crappy all around.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're bringing that home, and your kids are learning this. Mm-hmm. Your kids are seeing you act this way, and whether you're consciously teaching it to them or not, they're picking up on all of it.
Yeah.
So if you're a venomous person, if you're a leech type person, your kids are gonna see that, yo, the person I'm around the most, the person I look up to the most, is this type of person. Yo, this must be the way to get it done.
That way, or they're gonna realize what you're doing and who the type of person you are, and have very little respect for you.
Yeah.
And expect very little from you. Which I feel...
That's worse.
Both are pretty terrible, because you don't want your kids to grow up to be that kind of person. That's terrible.
Yeah.
But you also don't want your own kids to not
think
respect
you suck.
you.
Yeah. Like, so yeah, just
get it together, people.
Everybody, all around.
Like we said in the health video, we're getting old.
And we can't do the same bullshit that we used to do.
No. And we can't deal with the same BS that we used to.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Because
it's not worth it. We need to have fun and love and be positive in our life. We need more of that. Let's cut out the negativity.
Yeah.
That has a lot to do with your health also.
Word. Take it from me. Stress can kill you.
Yes. It definitely has an effect not only on your mind, but on your body.
Yeah. So, I mean, keep the good people around you. Appreciate the good people around you.
Yes, definitely.
And get rid of everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Take a lesson from your parents. Whether they planned on it or not, most parents don't have a lot of friends around them.
No.
Like, if it ain't from work, who are they talking to other than family?
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. You know what I mean? That shit don't happen by accident. So, just take note and try to get these people out of your life as soon as possible, yo. And yes, because it is August 19th, as we are recording this, I'm going to take this opportunity to stop and give a huge happy birthday shout outs to my brother from another mother, the one and only Rook Nash the God.
Jared!
Oh my God. You're old. You're old. And you need this video. Probably the most out of everybody I know. Do not cut that out, because it's super prevalent. And if you feel away, I might be talking about. But anyway, once again, this has been the Unconventional Couple. And
metal drawn, weapons on, talk is all you can do. I come from a town where niggas talk with him hammers and tools, ratchets and brews, dispatch faculties when I move. Wordsmith, style perfect, twisted like I'm in cursive. My circle cannot exceed the maximum of 5 persons. Get money ASAP like them Harlem niggas, bombing niggas, problem nigga that finds you in the Harlem River. Disarm your army by infiltrating your armory. Got it covered like condoms with sparking the John is calming me. God said that he's calling me. God is my Uncle Paulie. These Christian brothers, they walk with me. Demons steady stalking me.